What is up, everybody? It's Larry from 5031 Media, and today I want to talk to you guys about what could be sort of a controversial subject when it comes to photographers or videographers or even filmmakers in general, and that's working for free. So as I've told you guys in the past, I've sort of refocused my energy on growing 5031 Media, and I wanted to explain to you guys and bring you videos, lessons learned or mistakes or advice or good things that I found out. I've heard people talk about working for free, and I've heard other people say, don't, your rate is your rate and don't do anything lower because you undervalue yourself. And I've also read articles where, say you're a photographer in a local area and you undercut everything, then one, you undercut yourself, but then you're undercutting everyone in the area by bringing the value down because you don't know how to price yourself, or maybe you're uncomfortable with charging a certain amount of money, so you just go lower because maybe you're not ready for it or whatever it is. But then that overall scope of, they look at a photographer and for some reason you charge, just roundabout numbers, say $100 for a project, but yet the guy down the road is charging $500 for a project. It ruins the business overall. So side note, you should really know your area, what people charge in your area for the same services you do, and try to develop your pricing based on that, plus based on your knowledge and your experience. You'll find a good number that works for you. But in that general sense, I would say, yes, you stick with that type of stick with your price, and that's what it is. But when it comes to working for free, with trying to refocus on 5031 Media and the filmmaking side of it, the cinematography, the videos, my business plan was to do a few videos for free. One, so I could build my portfolio better. I could have some things to show potential customers of, not saying, hey, I want to do this for you, but I've never done that before. You want to have something that you can show, even if it's one video. Just say, yeah, I've done that for another client, here it is. Another benefit is if you do really well and you hit it off with certain clients, that it could build future work. And that's what I want to talk to you guys today. I've done a few projects for free over the past couple months, and the return on investment to me has been really good. First, the wedding film that I did a few weeks ago, and I've posted it on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave links for everything that I'm talking about down below. I did that video for free. I did that whole session, that whole day, all the editing, everything for free. Even the wooden box that I delivered the final product in, I did all that for free. And the reason for that was, like I said, one, so I could practice doing a wedding and not have the pressure of, okay, these people paid X amount of money for me to do it. I've never done it before. What am I doing? How am I going to do it? I still have all that pressure, or had all that pressure, but there's a little bit less when, if it gets screwed up and you don't do anything, they didn't pay for you to do it. So how the wedding film came about is my wife knew somebody whose family owns a wedding venue. They own the venue that I filmed at. They offered it to the bride that had a wedding coming up and said, hey, you don't have a videographer. We know someone is trying to get into it, so if you're okay with it, he'll come in and do it completely for free for you. And they're like, sure, we're down. And circling back to the video I did a few weeks ago, just sort of the tips and tricks on filming a wedding by yourself, one of the struggles that I had because I wasn't getting paid was I let the photographer lead the whole day. I just sort of followed around, was behind them doing stuff, and didn't want to pull the couple away to say, okay, I need you guys to do this, because I was there sort of as free labor and they paid a lot of money for the photographer. So I was hands off with that. Now, if I was being paid, it would be a different story, but that's where it was. Fast forward to when the video's done, I post the highlight clip like the next day. The bride shares it, and we had, I think, at least 3 different inquiries on pricing within 3 days of me posting that 1-minute clip. Fast forward again a couple weeks till I post the main video. At that point, the venue has shared it. The venue shared the highlight clip. They shared the main film. The bride shared it. Friends of the brides have shared it. And then since then, we've still had another 3 or 4 different inquiries on pricing. So no solid jobs have come from that yet, but just word of mouth alone, I think, was well worth the investment of doing that completely for free. Now, in the meantime, around the same time as this wedding, I've connected, as I've talked to in the past, a local startup, and it's actually the people that own it I go to church with, so I'm friendly with them, I know them. So they came to me and said, hey, we saw some of your stuff you've done with the church, and we'd really like to hire you to do videos for our new company. They wanted to do one presentation for the church because it's the application encompasses some things for the church that could use it as well. So I said, hey, I know you guys, let me help you out by doing the one for the church, and if you guys like it, then let's talk about future work. So I did that. It was a hit. They loved it. The church loved it. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. And then she came back to me and said, hey, this is what we need. We're looking for 3 videos to cover this, this, and this. What's your price? I gave her the price. Boom, we signed the contract. Everything's done. Now, in the meantime, I'm halfway through that project now. It's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's okay because all that was sort of budgeted in. Earlier today, I sent her the first rough edit of the first video, and she loved it. Had some notes on it, but loved the overall direction, the tone, everything, and is already asking for pricing to do more videos and expanding into other people paying for our services with the app, just a bunch of things that I'll get into in a future video once I can talk about it more. That free video already has led into 3 projects that I've been paid for or in the process of being paid for. And then it's already started a conversation on future work. So the point of this video, I just want to keep it very short. I don't think anything's wrong with doing free work. It could come back and pay dividends in the end. In my experience, the return on investment to do those 2 free videos has been paid for themselves a few times over. So my advice to people starting off, whether it's photography or videography, if you have friends or family, if you have friends that are having a special birthday party, go ask them if you can go there and film it. If you have, someone that that just had a baby, or you have friends with young kids or something and you're a photographer, go out, ask them to meet you at the park. Can we go to the park and I can just take some photos of you guys to use for my portfolio? I did a lot of that with photography last year. A lot of friends that were getting engaged or friends with kids, we would meet over at a greenway and I would take, some photos of them over there, and that's what I would use for my portfolio. Build up your portfolio as much as you can in advance, using people that events that you're already involved with, like I said, church or birthday party, something like that you can get into without an issue, make a cool video and post it, add it to your portfolio. I think all that's great. If you can do things like I did, where you can actually find a full wedding, or you can work with a company to get future work and just say, hey, let me do a little something for you for free, and that could lead up to a lot better and greater things in the future. That's it for this one. Just wanted to give you guys a little short video this week and talk to you about working for free. If you guys have any questions about this, leave it down in the comment section below. I'm always in there checking things out. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and hit the little bell to make sure you're notified when I post. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.